It was Waterfall.
So
Waterfall.
I didn't end up going back to do Waterfall. I didn't do Fog Lamp. I didn't do, what else did I not do?
You didn't do Hydra.
I didn't do Arillis. I didn't do Hydra. I didn't get the Power Ring item because I didn't have the Water Sword when I was there. I didn't do a bunch of turn-ins because the turn-ins were just
they just didn't show up.
Yeah, they weren't relevant, you know, throughout the run.
Yeah, this game was pretty different in that regard, for sure.
Yeah, it just kind of like, it put you through the major areas and said, let's go. It didn't really, you know, put you on these long, stupid chains that just annoy you.
Well, I guess the start sort of did. Whole Kelbesk 1, then having to climb back up again with the key later on and all that. Sort of. Not super bad, but...
that doesn't bother me. And the reason that doesn't bother me is because that's just an opportunity to get more experience.
Oh, Kfal struggled on that part. Not only did he die on Kelbesk 2 multiple times and decide to nope out of it, or Kelbesk 1 at first, he tried to climb back up later on and got knocked down the big slide by the soldier.
Yeah, that soldier gets a promotion today.
Wow. Wow, man. That's a promotion, all right. Jeez, what a hero. Pushed him all the way down the slide. That is so good. You know, I mean, when I was doing the early part of the seed, and we got the hint from, you know, warping out of Stom that the tornado bracelet was required. And then I went through and I was like, found the tornado bracelet. I'm like, cool, I can get this item on the way up. I don't have to come back to this spot this time. And then right after that, Kelbesk drops the damn...
rabbit boots.
he dropped the rabbit boots, and then you got telepathy, and I was like, oh,
I loved it.
All right, here we go. I guess this is where it gets to be. I guess Kfal must have needed a bathroom break or something.
I think I know what's going on here.
Oh, is he playing a stupid song? Good, I'm glad I have it muted.
I was like, what is he doing? And I heard this.
Yeah, I know what he's doing. He thinks he's funny. I don't have to hear it.
Show's happy. I show.
As soon as he paused in the Crystalis room, I knew what was happening.
I think he was hoping he could get it loaded up fast enough while he was doing the turn-in, but it didn't happen.
Yeah. And that's going to be a GG for Kfal as well. The official race time race of 1 hour, 20 minutes, 31 seconds. You know, with a little bit of meme time in there as well.
Yeah, that was a 120. He burned about 30 seconds. I mean,
yeah,
he burned that at the end, loading up the dumb song.
You remember it now, don't you?
I didn't have to hear it. So I don't care.
I was hoping I'd get you.
No. Good effort.
Was story mode on or off?
It was off.
Figured. When I saw you finish, and you know, I was frazzled once I died twice to Kelbesk 1, and then I got knocked down the hill by the soldier.
You were just talking about that, yeah.
I was that was a bunch of salt there, and then you know what?
Well, it's like I told them at the beginning, man. When I finished the run, the first thing I said was I felt like I put on a clinic. My play tonight was like exceptional. I don't feel like I made a single mistake from an execution standpoint in the entire run. It was one of those that I was just in the zone.
Did you immediately go to check the alarm flute?
Yes.
See, that's what I thought you wouldn't do. So I went and did that right away. And then once I've died twice to Kelbesk, I made a lot of plays that I knew you probably wouldn't do right away or didn't think you'd do. But it turns out you did. So I did a lot of crap. So
I got speed boots at about
like the 40-minute mark.
Yeah, I was gonna say about the 36, 37 minute mark.
Let's see. There was some place you both ended up walking at the same time. KFAL was actually a little bit ahead. Where was that at, Code? You remember?
That was Evil Spirit Island.
Oh, yeah.
PayPal started that slightly earlier, and then by the end of it, Magic was ahead, and it was just because of speed boots.
Yeah.
Well, Evil Spirit
very
Island was a huge bust. I don't think there was anything on there, was there?
The Power Ring on Sabera 1, and that's it.
Yeah, that was a great find.
Yeah. Oh,
But outside of that, then no, there really wasn't anything else.
But yeah, if you went in with a spoiler log, I feel like you'd say, you know what, I'm just not doing ESI this seed. I don't need to.
yeah.
Can't know that during the seed, but
No, I don't think. I think I would actually just go in, grab the power ring, and warp out.
the problem is the Power Ring is all the way at the end on Sabera 1.
It's
I guess
still worth it.
you get to go mode you get to just skip all the checks along the way.
Was it on Sabera?
I was pretty sure it was.
Maybe it was. I don't remember. I'd have to go back and look at the pod. But either way, I mean, with especially having the speed boots, I think it would save more time on Dragon in the tower than it would take to get it.
True. Yeah, I didn't stop to think about. You can skip all the other checks along the way, so. If
Yeah,
you're doing
if
that,
there
you
was
get
a
through.
spoiler log tournament, man, that'd be a completely different animal.
Yeah,
First, we need to clean up our spoiler log,
yeah.
and secondly, wow, yeah, that would be some really, really interesting seeds.
I would love to commentate for that one. I don't think I could risk that.
Well, what you
You could do it.
typically what happens for those is that the seed gets rolled like 10 or 15 minutes before the race starts, and then you get 10 or 15 minutes to go through and determine where are you going to go, what are you going to do, and how do you want to do it.
Yep. I just know that those also tend to heavily reward good execution, and I know that is my flaw in this tournament, in this scene.
Looking at the chart here, see, we were right with each other up until Kelbesk. You got a solid 10 minutes on me on Kelbesk. And after that was my downward spiral.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the times, it's like you lost 10 minutes and then, you never got even close.
To be fair, part of that 10 minutes was you didn't kill Kelbesk until the second trip up the mountain. Okay, for you, the third, but...
second and a half. We'll call it second and a half. I only got halfway up when that soldier knocked me down.
God, what a hero, man.
Well, and I realized that I was like, great. I used my medical herb. The whole reason I went down was to get more medical herbs, and I never bought them, and I ended up using the one that I had. So I'm going up thinking, crap, I don't have any healing. And that the second time I fought him, I was like so close, and he got me in the corner with his projectiles, and I couldn't open my menu fast enough to get the medical herb up. Had I done that, it'd have been a little bit different, but brutal. Matrix always got me on combat. He's a monster when it comes to combat. So
I see you got your water sword before I did. By like 4 minutes.
I did. I went to
Oh yeah, he did Brokahana. Yeah, a lot sooner.
He did Brokahana before going up to Stixie, whereas you did Stixie first and then went to Brokahana.
Yeah, I think Stixie had a ball of fire and nothing else.
That's all it was. That's all.
Yep.
It was all consumables except the very last chest. And I was like,
Yeah.
do I want that? Yeah, I'll keep it. So
Well, I mean, you got teleport. What are you not going to keep it for?
yeah, early teleport was nice. That changed things too. That had probably been an hour 40 for me had I not had teleport. So
I never had to even think about buying warp boots except for the stomp fight.
Which the game gave you a pair of warp boots, like
right before it. Yeah.
Yeah. You didn't even need that first pair.
No, the warp boots were in the meta, weren't they? No. What was in the?
He gave you
Cordell.
several early on.
Yeah.
God.
But
I also realized too, now that I'm thinking about it, I bought a bunch of antidotes
Yes.
accidentally in Bryn Mawr, and I told myself, just in case I get paralyzed or poisoned on the mountain, but in the back of my mind, I was going, "You idiot! Why did you do that?" Because I didn't look, to see that they were actually antidotes. I just was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna buy a couple medical herbs." Blink, blink. Oh, okay. Well, I got these now. And then I did it again. I accidentally bought one in Nadare's too when I was going up Saber North. Oops. That might have been the one execution mistake I made. It was like, good job.
Well, for winning that race, you get to face the Axeman, where KFAL gets the reward of facing Dragon Dark.
Dragon Dark rematch from the first tournament. So.
Yeah, I mean, you can't win for losing in this round.
No, it's there's nothing easy here.
Yeah, that was this was going to be an interesting outcome no matter what.
Yeah, I mean, had I not died to Kelbesk the second time, I'd probably only be about 7-8 minutes behind. But your combat is so much better. There's no what there's a lot of combats dependent on the seed. I had no shot.
I was hoping it would be a stab seed. I feel like I'm even better with stabbing than I am with just
I'd have done a lot better on Kelbesk 1 had I been able to stab. He just kept hugging me.
Well, I think Kelbesk is Kelbesk 1 is probably the one fight that is far easier to stab with than any of the others. Carmine, at the very beginning, you can stab him a ton too. Because, he just moves down, goes right back to the same spot, and you can just shank him.
Mm-hmm.
Sabera 1, you can shank a bunch for free in the beginning because she's facing the wrong way. But yeah, most of the bosses, it's easier to kill them with charge shots.
Yep.
All right, well, GG KFAL.
Gentlemen,
thanks for the commentary tonight. And I'm ready for Yaks. You tell me when.
So, upcoming matches, we got one more match currently on the schedule with a couple more now pending. Our got a match tomorrow night. Me and Tornell. Well, it'll be exciting to see how that one goes. So, you ready, Tornell?
Oh, ready as I'm ever going to be.
Tornell, I have to play better than I did tonight, but we could have a rematch sometime.
Yeah, I'd have to beat Kogorilla and Mashama, and you have to make it through Dragon Dark. But yeah,
So, but maybe the universe is lining up for that possibility. We can have a grand rematch.
Guess we'll see what happens.
All right, I'm going to bed.
Yep. That's going to wrap up for this episode. Thanks everyone for joining us. Thanks again to our racers and my co-commentator Tornell, and we'll see you next time.